You ever have a movie that you watch, and the movie's so bad that while you're watching it, feel yourself getting like progressively madder and madder and madder, and the person sitting next to you just keeps looking over at you like you're gonna explode at any minute. You see them moving slowly further away from you as you just like ponder the meaning of life and why in the hell somebody suggested such a pile of shit to you. Well, I got a movie for you. Now, full disclosure, I have only seen the director's cut of this film, Drag Me to Hell. This was a fucking piece of shit. I'm not going to give any fun facts. There's going to be nothing about... I'm going to talk about some of the actors and the director. No fun fact, because there's nothing fucking fun about this movie. Now, real quick before I get into the movie, to be fair, I have only seen the director's cut of the film. I have not seen the theatrical cut. It's on this. I'll be watching it. If it's actually good, I'll do another review. If not, then there's going to be no point. I'll just be rehashing about how much I fucking hated this stupid fucking movie. There are instances where, you know, you have your movies where you have your director's cut is far better than the theatrical cut. You got movies like, honestly, that movie Ted. I think the director's cut is far superior. All three of the Lord of the Rings films, the director's cuts, extended cuts, far superior films. Then you get movies like Tropic Thunder, where the theatrical version is fantastic, and the director's version is just absolutely terrible. Runs on too long, the jokes aren't funny. Another one, I'm one of those rare people that I actually liked A Million Ways to Die in the West, the Seth MacFarlane film. The director's cut is not very good. So somebody out there may be like, dude, you gotta see the theatrical cut, it's way better. But somebody, somewhere, and you know who the fuck you are, and whoever you are, you need to come over here so I can shove this movie up your ass, because this movie fucking sucks so goddamn hard. Drag Me to Hell is... there's nothing to it. And here's what makes me the maddest about this movie sucking. I'll get into the movie sucking here in a second. But I gotta show you something. If you can read it. From Sam Raimi. Sam fucking Raimi. He's the guy. He gave us this. He gave us this. This. And these. And even if you didn't like Spider-Man 3, it's still a decent film. There's still a lot there to like about it. It's the worst of these three. Yeah, but it's not fucking terrible. I don't understand. It's Sam Raimi, a wonderful filmmaker. All those films, Bruce Campbell had something to do with the filming. I'm betting Bruce Campbell had nothing to do with fucking Drag Me to Hell, and that's why it was so terrible. Maybe when doesn't have good people giving him input, Sam Raimi's not a competent director. I don't know. I don't want to believe that, because I like the Evil Dead movies so much. None of the characters work in this film. You don't give a shit about the main character at all. Here's the plot. I don't give a fuck about spoilers. Here's the plot of the film. Some evil entity curses you, and then you get dragged to hell. Drag Me to Hell. You just get dragged to hell. That's it. That's the plot of the film. Somebody puts a curse on you, and you get drugged to hell. In the opening scene, it's a little kid. And yeah, there's some little kids that you just want to fucking hold by their hair and you want to fucking punt them across the room, but you don't want them sent to hell. He's a little kid. He's like 9 years old. I mean, very few 9-year-olds deserve to go to hell. I mean, I probably did, but... So then again, you're like, okay, who cursed a fucking 9-year-old? Here's the plot of the film. The main character works in a bank, and she works in the mortgage and loan departments, okay? So, an old, obviously, like, crazy-looking gypsy woman come in. You know right away from just looking at her, she's going to be the villain of the film. She just looks like Hagatha the fucking witch. She comes in, sits down, and you feel sympathy for this woman, but you understand the bank's position. The bank is about to repossess her house. They've given her not one, but 2 extensions. So at this point, and if you know anything about finances, that means a good year could have gone by for her to just come up with anything to pay for the house. And the woman, I mean, a bank can only do so much. It's terrible to see somebody get removed from their home forcibly, especially an older woman, but she couldn't make the payments anymore. The worst part about that is there's a scene in the movie with a funeral, and there's 50 people at the funeral that could have all fucking helped her get her house back. Her own granddaughter is living in the house with her and never got a job to help her pay the bills. So I can't feel sorry for this family. So, I don't want to get too riled up here, because it's rare that a movie just irritates the fuck out of me. Lots of movies I hate. Lots of movies I'm done watching, like, done. I don't even want to talk about that anymore. Let's go do something else. No, this one I had to tell you, warn you, please stay away from this film. Like, I thought about reviewing the movie Lights Out this week, and then I saw this goddamn piece of shit, and I'm like, no! No, I've got to tell people about this. So, the bank manager, she's up for promotion, the main character. And so she figures, well, I'm going to deny this loan. If I deny this loan, it'll make me look better because I'm doing the right thing from the bank. Which kind of technically she does. This bank has given there are a lot of banks out there that are just, no, you can't pay, you're done, you're out, we'll throw you out. They've given her 2 extensions. You still feel sorry for the woman, but like I said, her family could have stepped in and helped, and none of them did. None of them did. And you look in the house, there's shit in the house. It's got to be worth thousands and thousands of dollars. They could have paid off the house with that shit. Anyway, so that's all the woman does. She comes back and says, I'm sorry, there's nothing more the bank can do for you. And she's like, but I'm going to lose my home. And she's like, well, and she even says to her, we can help you find an assisted living facility. Or, you know, the woman is really old. So, and before she sees her again, she does die. So this woman is at the end of her life. She probably should go to an assisted living facility. I mean, personally, I wouldn't want to, but if I was in this position, I would understand the bank. So I guess that's supposed to make us hate the main character. But I don't. I'm unaffected by her because at this point we've been given no exposition as to who she is, what she's about, just that she's kind of a loser. So I don't know why he did. There's so many ways you could have done that. Like, you could have had somebody come in and rob her house and her find the person out and be like, I'm going to curse you if you don't give me my shit back. And I'd be like, fuck you, bitch. And then she curses and they get dragged down to hell. Oh, God, I'm going to hell. This sucks. No, they don't do that. So throughout the whole movie, the woman's coming back after. I mean, the worst horror film effects ever. And you're talking to a guy who absolutely loves Troll. Okay? I love the Troll movies because of how campy the bad effects are. When bad effects are done with a sense of camp to them, I'm okay with it. Like in some of the Evil Dead films. That's the worst part. There's parts of this film where you can tell the guy who made Evil Dead makes a scene because it has that campy feeling to it, then we go right back into pretending we're in the real world. Had the film maintained a sense of camp throughout the entirety of the film, I may have felt a little differently about this. One day I'm going to get better editing equipment. Let's see if I can show this to you. You see him? Yeah. You have to die, motherfucker! I'll kill that spider in a second. If I don't, then it's the camera standing on top of my wife's dresser. She's just going to have to deal with it. I don't know. I need to find something that's going to bring me joy right now. Let's see, we got, no. Don't judge me. There you are! Oh. Okay. It's like Xanax. Tastier. Okay. I'm better now. So, the whole movie, she's trying to figure a way to get away from the curse, a way to get out of being cursed to go to hell, and she fucks it up in the end. And then guess what happens in the end of a movie called Drag Me to Hell? They drag her to hell. End. That's it. That's it. It's fucking stupid. Don't watch it. There's so many better. I mean, everybody's getting into that the Halloween spirit because, you know, we're coming up on Halloween. Everybody's ready to watch their good horror films, and trust me, there's 1,000 horror films. There's some horror films that have come out in just the last year that have been surprisingly good. Horror's kind of coming back up again. Like, we had Get Out, which some may consider not a horror, a suspense thriller. Get Out was good. Conjuring 2, not nearly as good as the first one. Great movie. Annabelle Creation. Go see Annabelle Creation. Burn it offline. It comes on DVD in a few weeks. Steal it. I don't give a fuck. Do anything. Stay away from Drag Me to Hell. Now, like I said, to be fair, I am going to be watching the theatrical cut this weekend. If the theatrical cut is like miles above, I'll do that for my next video. If it's not, my next video will begin with me talking about how there's no sense in talking about it. It pissed me off even more. Sorry, I don't have a script for this one. I literally watched the movie and was like, I've just got to turn the camera on and I've got to warn you. I know I have a small audience. I know not many people watch me, but damn it, if I can do some good for somebody somewhere, it will be to tell them not to watch Drag Me to Hell. Take the $5.88 you were going to spend at Walmart to Drag Me to Hell and donate it to Puerto Rico. Donate it to the Texas funds. Do something good with your money. Don't do this to yourself. I did it so you didn't have to. Just remember I did that for you. Thank you, Crystal Pepsi. You're my only hope. Goodbye.